In 1896, Albert and Margaret Morton moved from Missouri down to Katy, Texas, bought 160 acres of land, and began rice farming in the 1920s. After 3 generations of farming, the tradition has reached an end. Yet Katy still continues to recognize its history. Katy, Texas wouldn't be as prosperous as it is today without the Mortons and other rice farmers.
Yes, my name is Edward Keith Morton. I've lived in Katy all my life. I was born and raised here. My great-granddad moved to Katy in 1896. My granddad started farming rice in 1927. My dad continued to farm rice until early 2000. I think the first rice crop was actually in like 1901, 1902. Rice farming really took off after the 1920s. Rice farming was always a big cash crop for Katy. It kind of put Katy on the map. It gave Katy a tremendous revenue source. I believe there was like 300 farmers that were in Katy that farmed rice. Where Katy started as a small town, now there's 7 or 8 5A, 6A high schools.
Today, Katy recognizes its former rice farmlands by naming schools and streets after the farmers. Katy even has a Katy Heritage Museum, where they have old pictures and artifacts from when rice farms covered Katy. Not only was rice farming important to the growth of Katy, but was also important to the wildlife.
I mean, there was just literally thousands and thousands of geese and ducks that would stop over here. They would eat whatever was left in the rice fields. The farmers, left it kind of for them before they plowed it up for the next crop in the following year. So it was great as far as ducks and geese migration.
And if you come to Katy, you definitely can't miss the iconic rice dryers.
Well, those rice dryers, I believe, were built in the 1940s, early 1940s. They processed a lot of rice over the years, but then as the rice, industry declined, then the use of those dryers was essentially diminished to the point that now they're just empty. There is other businesses there's a brewery that moved into one of the dryers, but historically they are a landmark for Katy.
Without those rice dryers and rice farmers, Katy wouldn't be where it is today.